This next chapter is about respect, and it's called People Deserve Respect. People should demand respect and should always give as they receive. Respect is a representation of honor and faith in another person. Please and thank you can change a person's entire outlook for days. Some stranger meets you for the first time and walks away carrying that initial opinion with them for life. Happy you listened, right? Imagine how many other people will hear about a stranger this person met at work, the store, and anywhere else. Is it really that important? Absolutely. And it's a well-planned investment with very little effort. Step up to a person with your head up, speak clear, be cleaned up and charming, and use manners. Manners can open many doors. Interviews are the thumbprint of your future. Always remember that the way you treat your partner leaves an imprint on the respect that they will demand also. Always introduce them first and make a statement, like "This is my beautiful wife," so that others know she is a priority and should be treated as such. Once you do this and see the effect it has on the people around you, they will be better for it, just as you will be better for it. On the other hand, imagine the opposite effect. Your partner takes you to a work party and never really introduces you to anyone, but mingles with their coworkers. Kind of feels special, right? Our enthusiasm about our partner is how they see themselves. Focus on building them up to a happy level they've never known before. Priority is our relationship to our spouse, our children, our family, and then to others. You are a critical part of me, is what we need to stress. Hey beautiful, how was your day? Do you know what you bring into my life? That I could never live without you. Or I love you. Those statements, a couple times a day, can save a marriage. But it can create a marriage if it's said and meant every day. Most couples sit and watch TV without a word, and their kids are learning how to love. Generations will finally water down what life is defined with. My children were all born to be loved and cherished, and I want to reflect and share that. I feel like I failed at times to show them what they meant to me. I was blessed by a woman and children who were born of her. I was blessed so much that it became my line in between. That line on your headstone that defines your life. I needed to devote my life to sharing the blessings and lessons I was given. I gained an understanding of love. A single apple tree with one boy and one girl, for me, would represent, over a lifetime, hope. My life changed in one single encounter when I was 14 years old. I don't want anyone to ever miss it. Moments like that are precious when you can share them with the one who you were born to love, such as I did. Some people get second chances, I believe. But this was not created by chance. I know that I only got one soulmate and was destined to write and help others find a better way to accept things when God steps in and gives us a hint about what life is. I failed to understand why for too many years. Love is a blessing given to you for years or even a single day. Cherish it. Learn to build yourself from it. Build your partner with it. Never feel ashamed or let it become something you feel obligated to. We must find the respect in us to embrace that moment like our final breath. We were born to live, learn, and find peace in life. When we do, God smiles and says, "See how simple that was?" Please tell your secret so people can stop wasting our time. Time is too short to carry around regret and shame. Smile, love, and grow, and leave the rest of it to me. That's how God speaks to me. Simply. I learned this as I witnessed that couple that fought like warriors to become happy. Finally, when it all came to an end, instead of arguing and bickering, they both smiled at each other with knowing eyes. I wondered why, but in the last moments it became clear to me. It was because we knew something. All the rest of the world did not. It's called truth. A fire, and in the book, it's the chapter Truth Creates Love and Respect. How can you have faith, belief, and cherish in something that you do not respect? Of course, I've been around liars like everyone else, and then I get the hell away from them. Lies are the poison that destroy every good thing. Imagine if everyone told the truth no matter the consequences. People would know where they stood and where everybody else stood all the time. Imagine if we could have all the time we wasted on deceit back. People who deceive others for their own benefit are not productive in the end. A liar will destroy any goals or positive situations that they're involved in. Deceit is a counterproductive quality and destroys everything, including faith and love. One hard lesson is that moment when you must choose to hurt the person you love, or to lie, or even omit the facts, to keep them from the pain, especially if it involves your bond. Partners should share everything with each other, or admit that there is a lack of respect and trust that has ruined the partnership. My own experiences have taught me that you always tell the truth, because if we are to succeed, we must be clear and on the same page. Also, lies will make the problem enormous as they remain. Sacrifice is everything you valued compared to the price it would have cost if you had initially just told the truth. We cannot fix a hole in the bathroom wall if we're told it's a broken lamp in the kitchen. Look at the time wasted in figuring out the truth. Partners should be able to understand mistakes and forgive them, or reevaluate the relationship. Truth is what it is, and that's where everyone needs to be, so they can make the best decision for the success. Partners will need to accomplish things that are worthwhile. Large tasks need work shared by a team and a clear plan to success. Faith and trust and success cannot exist if deceit, lies, and resentment are eroding the desire to love one another. Never in any situation should one person lie to the person they love if they want the person they love to be happy. A short time of pain is worth a lifetime of honor. The next chapter, which is the 4th chapter, is on understanding, or empathy, sympathy. It's called How to Rise, and that means after you've been knocked down. Once we check our ego and become selfless, we realize we once failed bad too, and we needed people to help us get on our feet again. People who love always try to help when they see someone struggling, because they learned to love as they were struggling. Never use the opportunity your partner makes or a failure they incur to be the right one in the relationship. Why teach your partner that they're flawed Happy people create happy people. Once I was alone and looking around at all my failures, I realized I was an opportunist who achieved being right constantly. Kind of fitting, really. Honestly, I was very understanding, but my shortcomings became weights around my spirit, and they led me to distractions like drugs and alcohol, symptoms of a bigger problem. Understanding is deeper than one night of regret or one symptom. Little things led the spouse to meet a burning desire to fulfill needs that their spouse neglected. Usually for women, it's an emotional driven response, and for men, it's a physical or sexual desire. The partner who does not communicate the need is the one responsible, but both can learn to grow stronger from the event if they're objective. Partners must clear up any unknown areas and be open and honest by answering very painful questions for both partners. Understand how the situation happened and respect the decision process that both are a part of the problem. Give up. If you cannot accept the facts, and likely it's going to be 50-50. When it comes down to owning the responsibility, then just give up. If not, understand means being real with yourself. First, so you can help your partner deal with the pain they feel totally responsible for. And second, so you can acknowledge and change your behavior. Understanding is not easy, but blessings come when needed most. So you'll be stronger in the end, even if you split up. Remember, you can always find a partner, but not the time you invested growing the one you're with. So forgive and understand that true love is not defined by decisions made during the events in chaos. Instead, they are by enduring a lifetime of hard times and continuing to love each other through it all. And then one night, a final kiss saying, "You bless me." Understand what it takes to get people you cherish to be strong and proud. See themselves as the best they can be, with confidence knowing that you're accepting and they are valued and cherished because of 8 family codes. Faith that we have our own truth. Understanding that we have to work to achieve it. And forgiving each other as we go. And in the end, we'll possess respect, honor, commitment, and grace. And to beware that this world has evil in it, and we need to avoid it. Evil destroys all that is good, and it possesses 8 show cards: ego, deceit, selfishness, hate, shame, betrayal, laziness, and guilt. The 5th chapter is named Forgive and Live. People walk around for years, even a lifetime, being hurt or shamed of all the things they failed at. We can try to be perfect, but lust, greed, desire, addiction are all sins that we will deal with. We can deal with them a little, and some of us will deal with them in a way that makes us struggle even worse. Guess what? We're flawed. So do the best you can do and accept the fact that we were born to struggle. Do not let it destroy all the things that you've done right. Voices will come and tell us to give up. We're not going to define whether or not we're worth it in the end. All we can do is help others. Tell the people around us, I'm happier when you don't do these things. But let them know you love them even when they do. Partners in a relationship either desire the relationship so much that they will support the other person, or they will give the other person the honor of telling them that they don't. But either way, we're all being who we can be at that time. Use the positive bridge, building blocks, to mold your partner, but either love them or leave them. Don't be a part-time partner. Be fair and accepting of each other, or do not give the impression that you want to be with them. Find the person who best fits your ideals and your goals and your personal code, and be happy. I once seen a statement made by a man. It said, "My wife had an affair, and it was the best thing that ever happened to us. It woke us up, helped us value our marriage to its full potential." My jaw dropped in shock. And then I read the article again, and I read it a third time. And the more I read it, the more I understood. If you love something, then completely love it, or don't cry about it when it's gone. Life throws us curveballs and we miss. Look closely at your flaws, and then ask yourself if you can get past a few of their flaws. Hopefully you see the world as a better place when people are loved, accepted, and coached, with positive reinforcement rather than rejected. Being judged and punished by others who could be asked to sit down in the chair next. Be a positive influence. Help people grow instead of standing alone as the authority on others. When you carry such high expectations, you're let down much more than if you see people as unique and special and flawed, just like yourself. Let people flourish in your positive light instead of tearing them apart like the others will.